What's up world, it's your boy Drew Marcy here for How to Rap, and in this video we're gonna give you your first lesson on developing a good rap voice. If you've just started rapping or you're a relative beginner to learning the art of learning how to rap, this is gonna be a great video for you to see the overview of what practices you need to be developing in your rap voice, what skills you need, and overall what long-term direction you're headed to with your rap delivery. Additionally, of course, if you're interested in improving all levels of your rap ability, the best way to do that totally for free is to subscribe to this channel with notifications, because we drop weekly videos all about how to rap from start to finish. And be sure to pick up our free songwriting course, the top 20 songwriting secrets of full-time rappers, if you're interested in pursuing a full-time rap career or even just making a little bit of side money with music that'll change people's lives. I'll put that in the video description box below as the first link. Now, lesson number one when improving your rap voice is that rap voice can be improved. The first thing you need to know is that your rap voice can be improved over time. One of the most common concerns that I see with beginning rappers is that they don't like their rap voice, or they get very insecure about their rap delivery and think that this is something that's always going to be that way, no matter what position of rap you're in, or if you've written raps before and you feel like, yo, I've been rapping for a few weeks or a few months or whatever, my voice is whack and I feel like I'm stuck. This is not the case. You will not be stuck forever. This is something you can develop. Most often, this will show itself in your insecurities as a beginning rapper, in the sense that you'll feel like you're either too high pitched and it's not deep or slick enough, or maybe you feel like you're not knowing how to choose what the best voice or delivery is for the beat that you're presented, and so you're often feeling like you're confused as a beginning artist. Now, there's two sides to this I want to discuss to dispel this notion that you can't develop, or wherever you are currently as a rapper, that you can't get better. Part one is that you can improve your rap voice. Whether it's a slickness issue or a deepening issue, those are the most common ones. You need to think of it like going to the gym. When you first start going to the gym, you might be like a skinny twig, or you might be a little, soggy in the midsection, and you're thinking, well, I can never get cut like the people I see on Instagram or something like that. But your body already naturally has muscles, right? So whether you're really skinny or whether you're kind of big, right, you already still have muscles on your body, whether or not you can see them, but you need to go to the gym and lift weights consistently so that those muscles can get activated, right? And there's no difference between that and rap voice. You need to activate the muscles that are naturally within you, no matter what your voice naturally sounds like. Similarly, your voice has natural, deep, slick parts of it that can be developed much like your muscles. They're already naturally within you. You just need to activate them through practice. Now, if you want some instant fixes to develop your rap voice to get that deep, natural tone that's within you, be sure to visit the video description box below. We have a free YouTube training called 3 Instant Rap Voice Tricks that will get you started. I'll put that below. Second part of this is that your voice might sound better to other people than it does to you naturally. First of all, just because you don't enjoy your rap voice doesn't mean that others won't, right? Sometimes the way that we perceive how we're being heard is not the same way that other people enjoy. Think about it sometimes when you have to wear a piece of clothing that maybe you're in a rush and you just threw the shirt on, or it's a shirt that you consider you just wear when you're going to get something to eat, and you're like, this ain't even my real fresh stuff. I'm just going out to run some errands or whatever, and you get a compliment on that very shirt or piece of clothing that you think is just kind of regular, but somebody thinks that looks really good on you. I'm sure we've all had those experiences where we get a compliment on something that we didn't expect or we don't think looks good on this. Your voice is the same way. Don't limit yourself thinking just because you don't like it doesn't mean others won't. Also, to be honest, liking your rap voice is a skill within itself as well. Like when I first started, the first couple years that I was rapping, I didn't like my voice just purely because it wasn't something I was used to hearing in the context of like it interacting with beats. But over time, I started to notice things about my voice. So that confidence is also a skill that you can develop, and a skill that you can feel better about over time. The lesson number two is the difference between delivery, rap delivery, and voice. The difference between delivery and voice. Now, lesson one, we talked about your rap voice, right? Like the tone, the way you're interacting, the timbre of your voice. But there's also delivery, how you choose to emphasize what words you're saying in your rap. So whereas voice tone or rap voice tone has more to do with the sort of feeling that somebody here's with your overall voice, like the difference between deep and raspy and high-pitched, etc. Vocal delivery is how you choose to emphasize certain words given the beat, given the tone interacting with the particular instrumental, basically more of a point on emphasis as opposed to feeling or sound. Now, in order to improve your delivery specifically, let's move on to number 3. Lesson number 3 is you want to focus on adjusting certain words or individual words within the rap to give it a musical edge. The easiest way to improve your rap delivery specifically is to focus on what we used to call in English class, of course, stressed and unstressed syllables, like the skill with being able to choose if I change the way I change the specific word in the chorus or in the verse, it will have this emotional reaction for the audience. So for example, if I have a rap bar that just the written words are, yo, my name is Drew, with no emphasis whatsoever, and I started with, yo, my name is Drew. That's giving the audience a more emotional connection with the word yo, as if I'm commanding them to listen. But if I do it with, yo, my name is Drew, or yo, my name is Drew, right? So you see I'm playing with the word Drew, the name Drew, and messing around with the stress there. That's a choice in rap delivery rather than going with yo. And the ability to choose that is a very important part of rap voice and delivery. Now, the main overall idea here is that whereas in most music, you have musical notes, right? You're singing notes, a melody, and that's what keeps the verses, etc. interesting. In rap, unless we're using like auto-tune, we only have our voice. So what we're doing is using stress, emphasis, or rap delivery to keep it interesting by having, yo, my name is Drew, and things like that. So it gives a musical edge to something that otherwise might be kind of boring or too conversational. Now, if you're unfamiliar with words like bars and, musicality and things like that, we do have a free How to Rap dictionary, which again, I'll put in the video description box below, where I give you hundreds of words and common definitions for the words that you're gonna need to know in order to be a full-time rapper and improve the likelihood that you'll learn how to rap the right way. So our free How to Rap dictionary is in the video description box below. Now, lesson number 4 is practice writing in your breaths, all right? Pre-write your breaths. Write with consideration of where you'll need to breathe when it comes to rap voice. This is another extremely important trick to going from like a beginner rapper to an intermediate rapper, is your ability to write and know where you'll need to take a breath in order for your voice to sound really strong and powerful. Whereas most beginning artists, they often are, saying, oh, I'm running out of breath, I don't know how to breathe properly, and maybe thinking it's just their own body or something like that, as opposed to knowing that the most advanced rappers, your favorite rappers, are pre-writing the places that they want to take a breath, even in the way that the rap is constructed. And because their flow and their rhythm is already very advanced, you may not even notice it. Like, it just sounds like it's part of the syncopation, etc., the cadence, but it's actually a tactic for them to be able to continue to have a very resonant, powerful voice by writing in advance whether I need to take a breath. So for you as an artist, in order to continue through the verse to have a strong voice, I want you to practice and begin when you're writing your raps thinking, okay, over the last 5 raps, I usually ran out of breath here, or my voice started to weaken here. Maybe this is time to reorganize that verse to find a place that I can take a breath and continue to have a strong rap delivery and rap voice. And lesson number 5 is punching in. So what about the times where it sounds like the rapper didn't take a breath, or they're just rapping all the way through for like 30 seconds, like in Rap Guy by Eminem or something like that? In that case, what the rapper is doing is recording the first half of whatever the long section is with no breaths, and then stopping the recording and then recording from the end of that first half, and then just starting there so that it sounds like one seamless, long, breathless bar that sounds like superhuman. So what they've done there is actually taken 2 separate recordings and put them together so that it sounds like there's no breath being taken. This concept is called punching in. You might have heard this expression before. Again, be sure to check the free How to Rap dictionary for more on this, but it's the idea that you can use recording tricks in order to make sure not only that it sounds occasionally like you're not taking breaths, but that you can get multiple versions of your rap vocal take and choose the best one, right? So you don't need to feel like you have to rap all the way through the verse always. You can use recording tricks like punching in order to find the best versions and then splice them together, a la punching in. So that is today's video. Welcome to your first lesson in how to have a great rap voice. Of course, I'm your host, Drew Marcy. I want to see you in the comments. What about your rap voice and delivery are you most proud of, and what do you feel like needs the most work? I try to read and respond to every single comment, so I want to see you in the comments. Be sure to pick up the dictionary, check out the instant rap voice tricks video. Just visit the video description box below. We got a lot of cool free stuff for you. I'll see you in the comments. I appreciate you watching. It's a big homie Drew. I'm out.